Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the That's Beautiful podcast. As everyone knows, it's your boy, Dill Leston. We got the Dynasty repped. This episode is brought to you by Dynasty, the best clothing brand in the world and the best lifestyle brand in the world. Check it out. We're all about being your best self, being your best you, all natural clothing, because a lot of the stuff we wear is really bad for your endocrine system. I could talk about it all day, but I'll let my boy reintroduce himself. As always, everyone knows the mainstay, but we'll get in here right away and go from there.
Hell yeah, it's good to be back. Chris, as always, I think this is going on episode 3. We've kind of been a little unofficial recently, but we're just having fun, man. We're going to talk about some football today, definitely some NBA, some weightlifting, girls. I mean, all the above, man.
Always.
So whatever you want to listen to, man, we're going to be talking about it. Go ahead and introduce us to what we're going to talk about first,
Yeah,
Dill.
just because we were just talking about it right off screen right off camera before we got going, let's talk about the Denver Nuggets. And honestly, I'm going to talk about the game last night first, and we can talk about a little bit more about the Nuggets. But Denver Nuggets last night, just going to go on the pod right now. We're only a minute in. I'm going to say it. Nikola Jokic is the MVP. I don't give a fuck about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is overrated. He's overrated. I'd rather him give it to Wemby or Cade Cunningham or any of those dudes. Shai is not that good. Watch his games. All he does is foul bait the whole time. Nikola Jokic is the most unbelievable player ever. He is a top 5 player ever for me already. Dude has averaged a triple-double the last 4 years and it acts like it's not a big deal. And the craziest thing is, this is probably his best year so far. He's only getting better every year. And I'll give Shai that. He's gotten better throughout the years. But he's not. If you gave Jokic that team, they're winning 5 straight rings. I don't give a shit what anyone says, dude. Yeah, he has Jamal
No,
Murray.
that's 100%.
I
That's
fuck
facts.
with Jamal Murray. And speaking of Jamal Murray, let's talk about Jamal Murray last night. 53 points, 9 for 14 from the three-point line. Jamal this year has been really consistent. He proved why he's an all-star. I'm really proud to see Jamal, his growth, because being a Nuggets fan, I know Crooks can relate. We've known Jamal Murray's the truth for about 10 years. People that are just now getting on his bandwagon, he's always been like this. He is very much a microwave. He can be the coldest, ice-cold motherfucker. If he sees one of them bitches go in, it's over for the rest of the team. And then Nikola Jokic last night, 20 points, 21 rebounds, 19 assists. Almost had a 20-20-20 game. But we're going to act like Shai's the best player in the NBA. He's not even averaging more assists as a point guard than a center.
I don't even think it's not comparable. I mean, Jokic is the most complete player when it comes to shooting, assists, rebounds, all the above. Most complete player. We've watched him develop for over the past 10 years. Shea is a professional actor. You watch that boy go to the floor 50 times, get 20 plus free throws in a game. That's what the NBA is turning into, sadly. It's, who can act the best, who can foul bait and draw a foul the most. Shea's perfected that craft. And that he's been getting away with so much. Obviously won the MVP last year. His team won a ring and everything like that. I hope it doesn't happen again. And these refs need to catch on, man, because it's causing viewership to go down drastically when it comes to the NBA. It's ruining the game of basketball, man. The way Shea can draw a foul with no one even touching him or just falling to the floor. He gets a whistle, man. And we haven't seen anything like this. But when it comes to the best overall, most complete basketball player, Jokic is the top person in the game right now. He has been for the past 5 years. He's been robbed of an MVP. Yeah, he's won 3. He should have 4 right now, and he should be on his way to 5. It's wild to see. Jamal Murray had his first All-Star year this year, and I'm nervous when it comes to the playoffs. I'm nervous because of what's ahead of us. You've got the Houston Rockets, you've got OKC, you've got the Lakers, who were on a 9-game win streak before losing the other night. And the West is a tough conference going into this, but I think the Nuggets are going to take care of business. We're going to be right back where we are, playing the Thunder again in the playoffs, 7-game series, most likely.
Yep.
That's where I see us going. And so, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Dylan?
Yeah, so going off the Nuggets point, I'm really happy to see kind of the Nuggets over the last week so far. I've just been watching them again because they've finally gotten healthy. And people want to act all year like the Nuggets have been healthy. And again, injuries happen on every team. I'm not just arguing it's the Nuggets. The Thunder have injuries. The T-Wolves have injuries. Of course they have injuries. I'm not arguing that. But the Nuggets' injuries to probably their most valuable player. I'm not saying he's their best player. Aaron Gordon is the Nuggets' most valuable player. Ever since Aaron Gordon has come to Denver, I have nothing but only 10 times my respect for him because I realize what a dog he is and he's willing to
Same.
do anything to win. And that's all I want on my team. I don't care if you're a big
Yeah.
superstar. If you don't care about winning, like if you're a one-trick pony and you're like, I'll get my stats, screw my rest of my team, get off my team. I love Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He does the dirty work, and he's the glue that keeps the Nuggets going. So going
Oh
off that
yeah.
Nuggets point, I think they're fourth in the West right now. I think they're continuously moving up because they've been on a win streak.
They are.
Because they got
Yeah.
healthy.
We've won four. We've won four in
Yeah.
a row. So we beat the Raptors, Trailblazers, Suns, and Mavericks. Our last L was to the Grizzlies, which was
Grizzlies. Ugh.
we're going off a ton of back-to-back games, man. I mean, what was crazy enough is we played the Suns 2 nights ago. The Mavericks were already fast asleep in their Denver hotels when the Nuggets were getting on their plane to come back to Denver from Phoenix. Like they were rested. Denver's getting off their plane at 5 in the morning to get some fucking sleep before this game. That starts in less than 12 hours. And the Mavericks are well rested. They had a day break. I just think that shit is pretty fucking whack when it comes down to, we're in April. We're heading into the playoffs soon. These games matter. Rest is at a minimum, dude. And so it's a little bit different from
Yeah.
NBA to NFL. You get a week rest no matter what in the NFL. Sometimes 5 days if you're playing a Thursday night football game, whatever. But these back-to-back games where you're playing another game in less than 24 hours, I don't know how I feel about it, man. I think these teams need more rest so they can shine and show their best on the court.
Yeah, I like that point a lot. I mean, like you said, the NBA brand has been dying, and Adam Silver has no idea what to do. I have a few solutions, Adam Silver. First of all, let's stop rewarding foul baiting. That's the main thing. And stray.
Yeah. The refs need to be held
It's
accountable,
disgusting,
man.
man. Like you watch how much more like the Thunder have the number one defensive efficiency in the NBA. If you really watch the Thunder game, you know why they have the number one defensive efficiency? Because they foul.
They're physical, dude.
Yeah. Every other team,
They're fucking
if they
physical.
do that, foul, 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 foul. Thunder, good
Yeah.
defense, good defense. And again, I like the physicality of the NBA. But if you're going to let one team do it, let every single team do it. And I think that's honestly how you get the ratings back is you stop calling every tic-tac bullshit foul and you let them get a little in each other, man. Like,
I tell you, man, Alex Caruso on the Thunder defense, one of the most physical players. It's kind of crazy the blatant fouls he caused, but you have Chet, you have Alex Caruso, all these dude, they fucking tackle their opponents. I mean, there was a clip the other day. Alex Caruso took his fucking shoe off and swatted the ball with it, man. He took his fucking shoe off and ran around the court and then beat the ball out of someone's hand with it. Who the fuck does that? No foul.
yeah. Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
it really is crazy. Am I still moving on your screen, by the way? Like, can you, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
good.
frozen on mine. But yeah, Caruso, you know what, funny enough about the Caruso? Oldest player on the Thunder. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Oldest player. I think he's like 29, I want to say. So
Okay.
I'll give the Thunder that. They've rebuilt well. They've done the dirty work. They've done the things like that well. I cannot be mad at that, and it's awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm just tired of them already. I hate them. I think they're corny. I hate how they act. I think they won one championship.
It's the acting that does it
Yeah.
for me, man. And just the way that Shea's able to draw a foul, it's just unfair in a way. He's perfected that craft of just falling to the floor and being able to get free throws at the end of the day. And fans are sick of it all around the country. We've been watching it for almost 2 years now. It's getting worse. He's getting even better at it. Nothing's changing with the refs. Something's gotta happen. We need to become more physical when it comes to basketball, man. I mean, all these little chips off the fingertips when shooting the ball draws a foul, and it's costing a lot of games, man. The NBA, it's not like the 90s, not even fucking close to the 90s or the early 2000s. It's way different. You touch someone that's shooting, they're going to the free throw line. It's made defense way harder, and it's caused refs to miss their calls and then have to go back on their word at the end of the game when the NBA comes out with their scouting report on how the game was officiated, man. I've seen more games this year in the past where the NBA has said these calls were wrong after the game than I ever have before, man. And so it's causing a lack of viewership. I want viewership to only increase, and the way that's going to happen is if we get better at these calls, the refs get better and become more held accountable. It's just disgusting to see with where we're at currently, but I do see a good future kind of moving forward. Something's got to change,
No
though.
doubt, no doubt. The NBA is tough. Well, let's get off the Nuggets for a little bit. What are besides the Thunder and the Nuggets? Are there any teams in the NBA that really pique your interest that also could make a run besides the main blue bloods that we have? We haven't even talked about any Eastern Conference teams and even the Lakers. I mean, I used to not think the Lakers were good, but go
I'm
ahead.
gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, man. I love the way Luca looks right now. He's slimmed down at least 20 pounds since being on the Mavericks, and he's just fucking slinging that rock through the hoop like it's nothing, man. Game winners
Uh-huh.
after game winners. And in crunch time, he's always the one clutching it out. And like that's what LeBron is needed at 41 years old to keep his shit and his team in the playoffs and whatnot. So when you put a Luka Doncic like that and Austin Reeves around a 41-year-old LeBron James, they're gonna look peak, dude, and they have been. They went on a 9-game win streak, and like this team's the real deal. It's not gonna be like the last few years in the playoffs when the Nuggets would beat them 4-0 or maybe a 5 or 6 game series. These Lakers are the real deal this year, and I'm gonna get a lot of shit from Nuggets fans saying something like that, but I know they see it as well. They don't want to admit it, but they see it in this Lakers team.
Yeah, I mean 100%. Again, I'm a Nuggets guy. Lakers, I think they're a team to be watched. The only thing I say about the Lakers is the reason that they've been being good is because LeBron finally put his fucking ego aside and realized that hey, I'm 40.
Yeah, cutting in and out for a little bit right now. You're kind of laggy.
Awesome.
Oh man, now I got two of you in here.
You have two of me.
Yeah, I've got one of your lagged out version and then one of your normal. Um, that's crazy. Do you only see one of yourself?
I can only see one of myself.
Okay. I think we're all right. Let's just keep it rolling. We're 12 minutes
We'll see what
in.
happens.
Yeah, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens. Not a big deal,
I
but
hope it's only one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what I was saying, the Lakers. Yeah, what I like about the Lakers is again, like I said, LeBron's taking a back seat. Austin Reeves, honestly, had no idea who he was until he came into the NBA. But shout out, bro, standing up for the white boys.
He's been a
Making it
hooper for a
happen.
while, man. I like CB more. I just hate the way Austin Reeves looks. I mean, it might be his haircut, his fucking bowl cut. I mean, whatever. He looks like a farm boy. I hate him because he's on the Lakers. Great fucking player though. CB, Austin Reeves. I mean, they're role players, but they fulfill their roles perfectly and hit buckets is when it matters. And that's why they're where they're at.
Austin Reeves ain't no role play. That motherfucker's
In
good.
my eyes, I
That's
mean,
fine. I'm with you. But what I will say, last thing about the Lakers is, if anyone hasn't learned anything from the Luka controversy, that's when your girl breaks your heart, and I'm not saying that he's without fault, you will go on a legendary
oh yeah,
run.
and she tries to take half your income. Yeah, you
Yes.
better bet that's the fuel right there.
You will go on a legendary run, bro. So no matter what it is, if your girl break up with you, it's all gonna be good, man. Because guess what? That fuel, you'll never feel that fuel
Yeah.
from anything else. I promise you. Any dude in the world could tell you. My boy could tell you. That's why we're both so fucking big in the gym because of these. Because they fuel you.
Yeah,
But back to the NBA real quick, and then we'll jump to something else.
let's
Is
um let's talk about the Spurs real quick, man.
yeah, cool.
Number one in the West. I'm in the West right now with Victor Wembanyama. I haven't focused too much on the Spurs, but I know they've been an up and coming team the past 2 years. Watching Wemby develop, they're 55-18 right now. I mean, they're right up there with the Thunder. They're gonna Lakers, Thunder, Nuggets, Spurs. I mean, these are going to be the top four teams in the West in my eyes.
Yep.
Timberwolves, maybe. I think they definitely got a shot with Anthony, but they got to put some things together still. I'm scared of the Spurs. I mean, they're right up there with the Thunder. I mean, both all Thunder, Lakers, and Spurs are three good teams that could take the Nuggets to seven games easy.
But the good thing is they could all take each other 7 games. So hopefully, if somehow
Yeah,
the Nuggets can luck out and not play any of these teams, it'd be great. But either way, I think it'll be all right.
yeah.
Wemby, I will go on record saying I was kind of wrong about Wemby. I thought he was going to get bullied because he's small. Which I will say though, he does when he plays people such as Jokic and bigger bodies that can really lean on
Yeah,
him. He
yeah,
does struggle a little bit more, but that's any small dude in life. Like if you're just using a lot more force when he's just using his big body on you.
yeah.
But the Spurs, I really like them. You know, they got really good guards. They got De'Aaron Fox, of course. They got Dylan Harper Jr., which
Stephen
shout out.
Castle, Devin Vassell.
Yeah, Stephon Castle, he's a beast. He's probably the main cog in that wheel right now. He's
Hmm.
been consistent for I think he was rookie of the year last year, so this is the second year.
Yeah.
But been really good, man. Really balling. I'm unsure who the coach is right now. I've seen him. I'm not sure what his name is, but he's doing a really good job. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you, coach, as well.
100%.
And a quick rebuild on that Spurs. I gotta talk about one team in the East that I love so much, and that's my Charlotte Hornets. I think they've won 22 of their last 24 games,
What?
which is crazy from the Charlotte fucking Hornets because they're the Hornets. But LaMelo Ball is balling. But let's give a big shout out to another white boy. White boy's getting motion, Con Knipple. He's hooping, man. Duke last year, now on the Hornets, one of the best 3-point shooters. I think he has the most 3-pointers ever as a rookie now. I think he just passed Steph Curry. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not saying, that Steph Curry guy's pretty good, but he's pretty fucking good, right? So, really excited to kind of see what goes on with them and how that's going to work because I think the Hornets year over year have always been they're the Hornets.
They're
But they
sleeper.
have Brandon Miller,
They're
they have
sleeper.
LaMelo, and they have Con Knipple.
Yep.
I'm missing maybe a couple other people, but they're balling and they're making things happen. So
They're 38 and 34 right now. I think they're third in the
yeah.
East with that record. I
That's
might be wrong
third?
about that.
Dude, the East is bad, bro.
The East is really bad, man. And what's
Compared to the
crazy
West,
is
yeah.
what Detroit finished last in the East last year. Now they're number one.
Detroit's sick. I don't know if they were 2 years ago they were last, but they've been getting
Yeah,
better. I like
two
Detroit.
years ago.
Cade Cunningham's a good dude. Well coached team.
I still
So
think it's a little bit lopsided. I mean, you have the West, which is the best of the best. East can never really hang in that regard unless it's like the Celtics,
yep.
even the Cavs. I mean, they've got an insane record, but anytime they start facing a Western Conference team, shit kind of hits the fan.
Yeah.
So I've never been like big on the East. I always watch the West. I mean, West is if I had to favor on one side, it's the West, just because you have all the best players and you have the best matchups, in my opinion. But the East is going to be good this year. I'm not too sure how the playoffs are going to look. Orlando could still sneak in at the 8th seed. I know my boss is fucking furious about the direction that they've been going, but they have Desmond Bain and a bunch of other great players that are trying to pull through for them. They're just having trouble clicking and whatnot. But I think Orlando and the Charlotte Hornets, when they go into the playoffs, they could create some serious upsets, man.
Yeah, no, the East, that's what I like about the East is it's very kind of, I don't know who's going to win. So that gives me a little hope in the East.
Yeah.
But the West, yeah. West is dominated. NBA, excited for the playoffs. We're going to have a bunch of playoff episodes coming up here soon when those start. I want to talk about my favorite thing because we got a couple games today is March Madness.
Okay.
I got to talk about a couple of the games, quick predictions, and then we'll jump through because I know you don't know super much on it. So quick predictions today.
I got the bracket pulled up here.
Huge games today. The first game I want to look at is going to be Arkansas, Arizona. That's going to be a 4 seed versus a 1 seed. Arkansas, of course, is coached by my Italian brother and John Calipari, the GOAT. And Rick Pitino's up there too. But Arizona's a 1 seed. They're the hot pick to win the national championship. Everyone's talking about Arizona. But fuck Arizona. I'm going with Arkansas, man. I don't think Arizona's that good after what I watched. And again, maybe they had a lull in the game, which happens, and it could be it's one game, so you could have had a shitty game then and a better game now. But I just like Arkansas a lot. They got a guard named Darius Acuff Jr. People saying he looks like a young Derrick Rose. And
he does, dude. I'm looking at him right now. It looks like fucking prime 2011 Derrick Rose.
And he's a bully, man. And when Calipari gets I think he's probably and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander played for Calipari, so did D Rose, so did a bunch of good guards, John Wall, but this dude is the truth. This Darius Acuff Jr. dude is the truth. I think he's going to be a really tough stop. I think Calipari has the right pieces around him this year to really make a difference. I'm happy to see him succeeding because of what Arkansas kind of said to him, or they kind of were like, or sorry, what Kentucky did to him.
Dude,
But
if you
so
you got a good pick going, man. Acuff's averaging 23.3 points a game off of 35 minutes a game. He's shooting 48.6% from the court, and
pretty
he's
good.
he's clearly playing the majority of the game. And so
Yeah,
right now, Arkansas's, they're only at a 24% chance to win, plus
yeah.
295 on all their bets and everything like that.
Ugh.
If that's a team to
Okay.
bet on, like it'd be a good team. I mean, they seem very well rounded across the court. Arizona's obviously been number one, and they've won all their games even before the tournament started. But if there's a team that can upset Arizona, it's going to be Arkansas, man. They look good.
100%. 100%. So that's that game. We'll get a quick. All I got to say about the Purdue Texas game, which is 2 versus 11, I got to give a shout out to Braden Smith, which is the point guard of the Purdue Boilermakers. He just passed the record for most assists in a college career. So congrats to him on that. That's a great accomplishment. Proves that he's been in college a while, too, which I think is sad that it's going away. But that's beside the point. Next game we have is Nebraska, Iowa. This is Nebraska's first Sweet 16 appearance ever in basketball. So if that doesn't prove that they're a football school, which they're not even a football school anymore, but anyways,
No, they've been dead for 10 years.
yeah, coached by Fred Hoiberg, really good coach. Used to be at Iowa State, then was coach of the Bulls, now coaching Nebraska. Really like Nebraska, what they do. Have a system, have a thing that they really die for, and they understand what each of their roles is, which is a really good opportunity. And then last game of the night, which I think is going to be a really great one, is Illinois versus Houston. That's going to be a 3 seed versus a 2 seed, kind of strength on strength. Illinois is a very tall, long offensive team, and Houston's a very tall, long defensive team that plays with insane amounts of heart and insane amounts of hustle. But again, being an Illinois guy, I got to ride with my Fighting Illini. I think their freshmen, along with all their foreigners they got on the team, is going to make the difference in that game. Again, I could be wrong. I like going out on a limb and taking randoms and being controversial. So the last game I got to say anything about is St. John's versus Duke. I think it's going to be one of the best games of the weekend. It's tomorrow. St. John's going to get the win over Duke. I'm not sold on Cameron Boozer. I'm just not sold on him. If you've watched him, whenever he gets out physicaled or a bigger body on him, he kind of shrinks to the level of the competition. And Duke, I haven't been impressed with him. They played 2 games so far in tournament. Haven't showed me why they're the number 1 overall seed. I get their Duke. They get the backing, but whatever. And then last, Michigan State at UConn. Let's go Michigan State. Big Ten all the way. Tom Izzo. Boom. Take it away with NFL. Take it away with NFL.
Let's
You got
go,
it.
dude. This is my I got 3 huge topics that we can
Let's
talk
do
about.
it.
And I want to start with Jalen Waddle going to the Broncos, man.
Okay.
So that's the key pickup that the Broncos got this year. They got another wide receiver threat. I know Bo Nix took him out to dinner like right after he landed in Denver. So the camaraderie is already building there. What do you think the Broncos need to do draft wise? We got the draft in less than 30 days. What do the Broncos need in your eyes to make it back to the AFC Championship and possibly go to the Super Bowl?
Well, they need a lot of luck to happen in the AFC, which is unfortunate. I think the
Yeah,
AFC is going to get stronger. I don't think I think they have a better chance of getting back to the AFC Championship than the Super Bowl than the Patriots. I think the
yeah.
Patriots lucked so far up this year.
Hmm.
The Patriots played a lot of the weaker teams in the AFC. If the Broncos had to play, if the Bills played the Patriots, it probably would have been Broncos Bills in AFC Championship. But
Yeah, yeah,
I first think they need to worry about. Of course, they need to get a new running back. I think. That's kind of where I know they wanted Brees for a long time, but I
yeah.
wouldn't overpay for Brees. That was my whole argument with Mitchell Staples was I would not overpay for Brees. I think he's a great running back, but
Yeah, yeah.
overpaying and stretching on running backs usually ends up fucking you. Not every
Hmm.
running back's Saquon. Not every running back's Bijan or Jeremiah Love's my sleeper. I fuck with
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love heavy,
So
but
we've got J.K. Dobbins returning at running back, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Troy
love Cortland.
Franklin,
Yep,
Evan Ingram is our tight end right now,
I
and
like Evan Ingram.
he's kind of week to week, man. He's never playing the whole season. He's definitely getting injured more
Yeah.
often than not. I'm thinking the Broncos could draft like a prodigy type of tight end, and that would be
What
even
pick do
lethal.
they have?
They're gonna be at like number 29,
Yeah.
maybe 29 or 30. I think 29. And
Yeah.
so we've got Evan Ingram right now, Adam Prentice from CSU. He's staying for the next 10 fucking years, guarantee it. CTE Central. I mean, he's gonna lay the fucking wood. It doesn't
He's
matter,
gonna lay
man.
that
He'll
wood.
put his life on the line, whether he's 30 or 40. That's just who he is. Offensive line's perfect. I mean, we had two Pro Bowlers last year. Everyone's coming back. Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Quinn Myers, Mike McGlinchey. We just got rid of our D tackle to Tennessee. I'm spacing on his name right now, but I think a D tackle or a tight end would be perfect in the draft.
Franklin Myers,
Was it? It was Franklin Myers, right? He went to the
was it?
Titans. It was our D
Yeah.
tackle. He was our starting D tackle next to Zach Allen and DJ Jones. So we're
Yeah,
missing a
but you
key
had good players
centerpiece.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only place where I could think to develop. Secondary, Pat Surtain, Jaquan McMillan single-handedly won us that Chiefs game and the Bills game by
What
chance with
about the
that.
white dude, Riley Moss?
Riley Moss, he'll be coming back. I don't know if
You think so?
he's replaceable. Don't get me wrong, he is replaceable.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, that's where every team targets the ball against our defense is Riley Moss. And that's strictly because we have Surtain, Jaquan
Yeah.
McMillan, Brandon Jones is our safety, and Hufanga is our other strong safety.
I like
They
Hufanga.
throw the ball goes to Riley Moss 70% of the fucking time. I watched it happen live with Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. I think Sertan, McMillan, Hufanga, Brandon Jones, they're all to stay. Riley Moss, he'll stay on the team probably or get traded, but I think he is dispensable. And I could get some shit for saying that with some Broncos fans because everybody loves a white boy getting a little bit of emotion. But
Amen.
we want to take away that 70% of the ball going his way. We want to force the ball over to Sertan, McMillan, some of our other key playmakers who can really make a play. And so I don't know if Riley Moss needs to go. I like him a lot. The ball just gets thrown his way 70% of the
Yeah.
time.
That's my thing with the Broncos. Like when you ask where they can improve, I don't think they have a lot of spots they need to improve. I think
Yeah.
what they do in the draft is whoever's best available you take and see what happens. If he becomes better than the player there, he gets bumped down, he gets moved up. I think that's really kind of what you do when you're at that high of a level. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of the take that the Bears have taken over the past few years. And honestly, I used to think that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen, but it's been working out for the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears picked up who'd they pick up at safety? Oh my God, we just got a new safety because Byard left. We picked up Kobe Bryant,
Kobe
CB.
Bryant.
We picked up Kobe Bryant from the Seahawks. That's a big pickup, I think, for the Bears.
That is a big pickup.
He's been balling, I guess, supposedly. I don't watch a lot of Seahawks games because I don't like the Seahawks, but good pickup for the Bears. Again, Bears kind of same team as last year, except, we haven't even talked about those two, I think. My boy DJ Moore, gone, and the Buffalo Bills, and Chubb, now on the Buffalo Bills. Both pickups, I don't know, man. I think the Bills they always get players a couple years too late. Stefan's the only one that I'll give him, but we know what's going on with Stefan. They might
You
have
think
got
he'd
him a
be more
couple years too
happy
early.
with your guy DJ Moore going from Caleb Williams throwing him the ball to Josh Allen throwing him the ball? I mean, you don't know. DJ Moore could come out next year and just be fucking phenomenal with Josh Allen at the helm.
He's for sure going to eat because Josh Allen's a GOAT, but like the thing with DJ is I don't know if he just got lost too much in the offense and kind of had a bad attitude about it sometimes. And I love DJ Moore. DJ Moore's always
Yeah.
been a clutch player for the Bears. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
kind of why I'm sad that he left because he made every clutch catch this year for the Bears. If you watch
Yeah.
all the Bears clutch catches, guess who's catching the besides Loveland? Loveland might be a bully this year. He might be the
Rome
offensive player of the
Odunze?
year. Yeah, Rome's a
Odunze's
monster.
a
Luther
freak,
Burden.
dude.
And that's what I'm saying. The Bears, they don't need him. I think the Chubb pickup for the Bills is actually more important because I never think it's the offense isn't the one that kills the Bills. It's fucking the defense. And
Yeah.
one player is not going to make a difference. I'm not a huge Bradley Chubb guy, but he gets numbers. He's not going to
Yeah.
be
He's a good edge
top.
rusher, man.
He's not going to be a top 5. He's probably going to be a top 10 in rushing in pass rush this year, which is fine. That's great. I can't hate on that. But I'll always have a distaste in my mouth for Bradley Chubb based on one reason. One reason. He was picked over Joshua Patrick Allen in the fucking draft that the Broncos should have drafted him. Those assholes. They'd have a Super Bowl by now, and Josh Allen would if they didn't draft Bradley Chubb.
I agree, man. Looking in hindsight, it's like really easy to make those decisions. But when you're going through the draft live, I mean, watching Pat Mahomes slip to the Chiefs and what he became, he wasn't the first quarterback off the board that year. I mean, it's
It was
hard to make
Trubisky, the
those
GOAT.
decisions. some people just develop way more and way quicker in the NFL than other players that you think would come in and dominate, right?
Yeah. Well, my
Um,
issue with a lot of NFL coaches is too many coaches are like, they're going to fit my system. It's like,
yeah,
no, I'm going to
yeah.
develop my system around what my quarterback does well and what my team does well. I feel like that's such an old head mentality is, no, they're going to fit into my system. It's like, no, what
And
do they do good? I'm going to make it happen.
And notice the coaches at the top of their game, Sean Payton, Sean
Ben
McDermott,
Johnson.
even, they all build their team around the players and what they have to offer. They don't force them into their system. Yeah, Sean Payton brought his scheme to Denver and he expects Bo Nix to run it and things like that. But he builds his system around Bo Nix and the offense. He doesn't force his players to learn the system to his own team, man. And that's what you see out of the best coaches, man, is they allow their players to shine in what they do best. They create plays off of their best abilities. They don't just have their own plays off their best system and hope that their players adapt. They adapt their players, man, and that's what good coaches
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's kind of my argument. It's like a lot of these younger coaches, and I'm loving the youth movement of head coaches in the NFL. By the way,
Me
I
too.
think
It
it's the
needs to
most
happen.
awesome thing.
It
Yes,
needs to happen.
like I as much as our generation gets bagged on, we're honestly so fucking smart and intelligent, and we know so much
Hmm.
shit. Like Ben Johnson immediately comes in, changes the complete fucking Bears
Sean
future
McVay.
forever.
Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay, he could have went to
Youngest
the
coach to
damn
ever win a Super Bowl, man.
yeah
And
goat.
people
And
and
guess what?
players like that because he's relatable. These players can relate to young coaches that have a brain like that, man. And
Of
I think we'll
course,
start seeing more and more of that. I mean, of course, you got the old heads like the Chiefs coach,
Andy
man, I'm
Reid.
spaced on his
Yeah,
Andy
I
Reid, all
got
that.
Andy Reid.
They've
Love
been in the
Andy Reid.
game 30 years, man, and they've only continued to grow. But I think bringing in these younger coaches for teams that need it, I think the Jets need a young coach that these players can build off of and feed off of, man. Things have got to change. And these franchises that you don't see developing year after year, Raiders, Jets, Titans are kind of slowly moving up. But these are
Cam
these are
Ward.
pro these are programs that need to reset. They need to
Yep.
clean house in every direction from the head coach down to the strength staff, man. Whatever they're doing, it's not working, and they need to change the game. They need to change their culture. And you want to see these teams improve. That's the only way to do it. The draft isn't going to save them at the end of the day. It's who runs these programs.
Yeah, the Titans. I don't know. We'll see.
We will
Robert
see, dude.
Saleh was an okay coach in New York. Again, I don't know if anyone could be a good fucking coach for the New York Jets. They're just a disgrace of a fucking franchise. But
Ownership needs to change. GM needs to change. I mean, there needs to be a nuclear option, and they just need to press it, bro. It's going
yeah,
to cost them a lot of money. And speaking of the Jets, man, the Jets are highly considering taking Ty Simpson from Alabama. Being the big Alabama fan, I know I'm all for Ty Simpson. I don't think the Jets is the place to be if you want a good career.
agreed.
If you want a good career, you don't go to the Jets, you don't go to the Raiders. And one thing I hate about the draft, man, I respect the players a lot for standing up and saying, I don't want to be drafted by this team. This is a negatively impacted culture that hasn't produced any change in the past 10 years. And the players should have a right to feel that way and not pick where they go and play, but have a say in that kind of process, man. And, I don't know how to go around that, but I don't think the Jets is a good place for Ty Simpson to land. I really
No,
don't. I think if he could go like second round to a team like the Patriots or something like that, maybe back up a quarterback for a year or two, that might be the best way to develop now. Going in and starting being the franchise quarterback for a team that's was 0 and 16, 1 and 16 the year
yeah,
before,
whatever they were. Yeah,
you're being set up for failure, man. And that's why a lot of these players are speaking out. Even Caleb Williams was a good example for going to the Bears back in the day. Shit's changed. He made it
yeah.
work, and they've developed and came a long way. I just don't see that happening for programs like the Jets or the Titans. And this is going to be a big year for Cam Ward if he's gonna be worth a damn in the NFL.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, and I've been seeing about Ty Simpson, and I've been saying I think Ty Simpson's the best quarterback in the draft. I'm not a Fernando Mendoza guy.
Yeah.
I am. I like him as a dude. I think he's an awesome person. Like I love his positive mentality. I love his attitude. I just don't think he's NFL quarterback. I think he was a product of his system that really helped him with
With Kurt
Kurt
Signetti,
Signetti
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Awesome, like no doubt, and that's great to have. But I think Ty Simpson as a straight NFL quarterback is going to be that best NFL quarterback. And I could be completely wrong. Again, to your point, if he goes to the Jets,
Could be
probably
over,
not going to
man.
be ideal. Yeah,
Could be
probably not going to
over.
be ideal. And
It's
it's a sad thing.
yeah. It
Like look at
really
Sam
is.
Darnold. Look at
I
Sam
like
Darnold.
I like Ty Simpson a lot. You know, he spent 6 years at Alabama, dude, behind Jalen Hurts, behind Tua Tagovailoa, Nick
Bomb.
Saban prodigy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's seen the best defenses, he's schemed up the best defenses. I think when it comes to looking at a quarterback with experience that can come in the NFL and adapt, Ty Simpson's the way to go based off his background and his resume. Fernando Mendoza came out of the woodworks in 1 year under a good program with Kurt Signetti, and they won the national championship and they gave him that spotlight. But he hasn't been in the spotlight for more than this year. You know, Ty Simpson's been around the spotlight for over 6 years in college. And so I think that needs to be taken into account when it comes to drafting.
Yeah, and going all the way back, does think about now. Jalen Waddle to the Broncos, great pickup. But let's talk about Malik Willis going to the Dolphins.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think he
Huge.
got fucked because I think he's a really good QB. I think he's better than Jordan Love. I've been saying he's better than Jordan Love, but now his best receivers like Parker Washington, and
No, dude.
no offense, not even Parker Washington. I think he's on the Jags. So like it's just fucked, man. Like you get this guy, you bring him in, and you get rid of all his receivers.
You got nobody to build around him. Like you got rid of everyone that you want your quarterback to be around.
Yeah,
Where's Tyreek right now? Is he still on the Dolphins, right?
I think he's still technically on the Dolphins. I don't think he's. Yeah,
He wants to
he
be
hasn't been
traded. I
released.
know that.
Yeah, but also with Tyreek, man, he's probably gonna go back to the Chiefs, and they're just gonna be dominant.
Oh my, I'm scared shitless,
I
man.
hope he doesn't go
Especially
there.
with Kenneth Walker. I mean, the Chiefs got a Super Bowl MVP. How the fuck do you pull that hat trick out of your ass? And
Also, Kenneth Walker, you're a bitch for going to the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I hate the
man,
Chiefs. I'm always going to talk shit on them. I hate them. But good for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Congrats on getting your money. Congrats to get your bag. Congrats on the Super Bowl MVP. Always. I'm not going to be that much of a hater. I just don't like you being on the Chiefs.
Travis Kelsey signed another 3 year deal. He'll be done
No,
with
he
his con.
didn't.
Yeah, he did. 3 year deal with the Chiefs, dude. Three
What?
years. Dead ass.
Dude, his
Travis.
old ass played so fucking shit last year. He needs, and I'm the one to say it being on a podcast, but I'm not an NFL player. Like, fucking lock in, bro.
Adam
Lock in.
Schefter tweeted that about 2 days ago, man. Kelsey re-signed for 3 years to the Chiefs. Let me pull this up real quick.
I kind of hate that, honestly. I hate that
So,
signing. I think he's done. I really do. I think after what I saw last year, he doesn't have that step no more. And again, he can still get open in big
man.
moments when he needs, but he just dude, once you lose that step, like Gronk kind of realized it. He's like, I'm done, man. I'm GG's, bro.
Dude, I,
GG's.
I saw Kelsey live last year, man, and he doesn't look like he deserves to be the highest paid tight end in the NFL right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight up. I mean, he had a good game against the Broncos. Don't get me wrong. He almost scored a game-winning touchdown against us. And I think he can block real well and like be a great leader around this team and like what they're
For
building.
sure.
They're gonna have Xavier Worthy back. Kelsey's coming back, obviously. Kenneth Walker, Pat
Rasheed.
Mahomes is rehabbing. I'm sure he's sticking a bunch of BPC
Whoa.
157 in his leg right now.
We didn't even talk about my boy who's a quarterback. Jay
Yeah,
Fields. The
Ju-
fucking GOAT, man. I hope he does great because he's gotten fucked his whole career.
yeah.
Fucked. He played for Matt Eberflus, who's a fucking idiot. Matt
He actually looked good
Eberflus.
on the Steelers, dude, for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. And then he went to the Jets, which is also, if it isn't a consequence of his own actions, but like you knew that was going to be shit. I don't think he's, I'm not saying he's going to lead you and throw the ball for 400 fucking yards a game. But the bro he might be a better runner than Lamar, and he probably has a better arm than Lamar. It's just
Yeah.
all about getting in a system. And again, coaches are so damn stubborn. It's about getting in a system that you're like, okay, Justin, what do you do well? Let's try to make a team around that and go from there.
Here's what's going to happen, man, is there's going to be a whole bunch of situations throughout the game, whether it's third and short, fourth and one, where they're going to bring Justin Fields into the game. That's a fucking legit quarterback and running back, more importantly, who's going to come in for Patrick Mahomes in those situations where they need someone else to confuse the defense, things like that. He's going to be utilized. This boy's not going to be sitting on the bench watching Pat Mahomes lead the team down the field every single game for 17 weeks straight. He's going to be in the game, man, and it's going to come down to certain situations and how it plays out. But Fields is going to get some playing time. He's going to be able to, possibly make it an even bigger name for himself this year and go and be a starter someone else. But the Chiefs didn't pick him up for no reason, just to back up Mahomes. I mean, he's there to play. He's there to play. He's going to confuse the defenses, and it's going to come down to game time situations.
he might play the whole. I mean, Mahomes tours what Achilles in December,
He tore his
November.
Achilles. He'll be
Yeah,
back in August, I think. You
they really
know,
think he's going to be that quick. I guess Aaron Rodgers did. So yeah, but
the healing
anyways,
process these days is a little bit different. When you're in the off season, man, it's peptide season. You know, you're taking a little bit of growth hormone, you're taking a little bit of BPC. It goes back to bodybuilding a little bit. I mean, these things are utilized for recovery, growth hormone especially. That's exactly how Peyton Manning recovered his neck. I mean,
yeah.
he had to blame his wife for growth hormone that came in the mail when he was playing for the Broncos because he didn't want to get caught. He said, "Oh, that's my wife's mail. Like, why are you guys seeing that?" These players take growth hormone. That is how they speed up the recovery. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, maybe go take some ashwagandha and go down and take some DMT and wherever
Ayahuasca,
the
yeah.
fuck you are. But I mean, they're utilizing new healing methods. They're getting back faster. I mean, look at Jason Tatum. He's already
Yeah.
playing again. He's already fucking playing again. It hasn't even been a year since he tore his Achilles.
It wasn't even a year for Aaron Rodgers, who's 40 fucking 2 years old. That's my whole argument. And
The healing
also, like,
protocol is a lot different.
do you know why? Like, again, do you know why Nick Bosa's so fucking big? Like, come on, bro.
And
Come
Joey,
on, bro.
good genetics fueled by PEDs before
Good
going to
genetics
college.
does help. I will agree. Good genetics are very helpful.
When you spend
But
4 years in high school taking testosterone and peptides and a little bit of performance enhancing drugs, you're going to keep that same shape even when you come off in college and start getting drug tested. The lifting, the eating is not going away. You're not going to lose all that size. You're going to maintain it pretty well. And that's a good way. That's a lot of, I'm exposing high school football right now just a little
oh,
bit, but
no
a lot of these
doubt, Max
athletes,
Borghi.
yeah, a lot of these athletes are utilizing PEDs in a smart way, and they have coaches, aka their family, who are encouraging this because they're trying to get paid someday. They're trying to get paid, and if I could go back to high school, yeah, I would start taking some PEDs, and I'd become a freak during the time when drug testing
Dude,
wasn't
I have
allowed.
no problem with it, man. Because just like the fucking whole argument with steroids in baseball, it's like, does that help you
Hmm.
hit the ball though? Does that help you see the ball?
No,
Maybe 0.0000. Like, yeah, it helps a little bit, but like,
it's just
there's
strength.
plenty of yeah, there was plenty of dudes that took steroids and were still shit at baseball or shit at the sport.
Hmm.
So I don't want to hear that
Hmm.
it's this easy. It's a cheat, whatever. Like, what Barry Bonds? Yeah, he took steroids, but what the fuck he was doing with that was
Yeah,
unreal, bro. There
he
was
was
people taking
already
it all the
unreal.
time.
And then when he hopped on steroids, yeah, he started hitting grand slams after grand slams. It broke the
Yeah.
home run record. PEDs are being utilized during a period where there's no drug testing so that these players can get an edge. And then once the season comes back around, once these organizations like the NFL, MLB, NBA start drug testing again in season, mind you, it's time to back off. And there's tons of protocols around the world where people utilize these methods and come off to pass these drug tests. Doesn't mean they're clean.
Yeah, but
It's the name of the
again,
game, and
it's the
it's a
name of
gray
the game.
market. Nobody
There you go.
talks about it.
There
Nobody
you go.
talks about it. But it's happening. It's all around the world. I mean, LeBron James is playing at 41 right now, and let me tell you, growth hormone is a huge factor in that. You cannot drug test for growth hormone.
Dude, I've been saying that. Like, and everyone, if you're actually like deep in the game and deep in the sports analysts, I know ESPN
Hmm.
has been dead with that for a while, but people that actually do research on basketball and things, dude,
Yeah,
they've been whistleblowing this for years. They're like, dude, this dude is on shit. Like,
yeah.
do you think he just stays a freak athlete because of nothing? Because it's just just working out.
Just
Oh
a good
yeah.
routine.
And
It's a
again,
good routine on
genetics
top
help.
of, yeah,
Genetics help.
yeah.
I'm not saying he has not great genetics. He does. He has crazy genetics.
How do you think these basketball players go from being 6'2" to 6'8" in high school? It's because they're utilizing growth hormone while their bone plates are still connected and they can grow even further. And it's a very expensive protocol. Growth hormone's not cheap, and pharmaceutical growth hormone is a hell of a lot more expensive, but it's being utilized to grow and to
Yep.
heal. And it's very popular right now, but not talked about at all. And so if there's one thing that I think more research needs to go into, it's growth hormone. I think it's very beneficial and it shouldn't be taken away. But if they find a way to drug test for it, there's going to be some trouble. I think we should only be pushing for growth hormone use in these professional sports because of how prevalent injuries are. I mean, ACL tears every year, Achilles tears every year. The way to get back on the field faster than a year or 2 years is by taking these supplements.
You want to know why argument though on why there's so many ACL tears and stuff? It's not even anything with supplements at all. It's with this fucking soft ass bullshit we started doing, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
not hitting. Like not
yeah.
mostly in football. Like, dude, The reason I would argue that I've stayed so healthy my whole life in football is because we were constantly hitting, and your body's
Yeah.
getting used to getting beat the fuck up. It's getting
Oh
used to
yeah.
getting beat up. If you're not hitting all off season, you're not hitting all week at practice. And I'm not saying just beat the fuck out of each other, but you got to tackle at least
Yeah.
once or twice a week
The name of
because
the game is prevent injuries during the week and then
yeah,
cause all the injuries during the weekend. That's not the way these teams need to be rolling, man. They
your
need to
body's
be.
getting used to getting hit. It's like
Yeah.
anything. Your body is
Hmm.
it can get used to things. Like if you live in Florida, you're going to be naturally tanner. This, that, and the other thing. Your body gets used to things. It's impressive what your body can do, guys. I know none of you might not know that, but your body's a pretty fucking cool thing. To tell you the
If
truth.
you practice getting hit during the week, you're going to protect yourself on the weekend during the game. If you're going into the week half-ass, no pads in practice, two-hand touch, you're gonna get fucking lit up on Sunday when it's real deal time.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
muscle memory,
100%.
man. It's muscle memory.
100%. What? So from there, let's see. Who do we got? So we talked about the Bears. About Broncos.
I got about 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Five more
Five more
minutes. We got
minutes.
5 more minutes on the thing. So might as well let's just hit it. Let's just talk about the gym. Let's talk about a quick 5 minute gym thing
Let's
and
do it,
call it a
man.
day. Right?
Yeah.
So again, everyone, if you're new on this episode, if this is your first episode, I will say the gym is so important to please add it into your life. It will do wonders for you more mentally than physically. The physical benefits are awesome. They're awesome. You look good. People kind of get scared of you. I'm a big boy, but
You get a certain amount of respect from
yes.
when you have size, put on muscle, people they treat you differently. It's the number one thing that I noticed when I hopped on testosterone a few years ago. I go in for a job interview, I go to work, people respect you based off of how you look. You work out hard, you look big, you look like you're going to be a worker and a producer and people just instantly give you that initial amount of respect and you can
Yep.
allow yourself to present yourself however you want after that.
Yep.
um, but I mean, not from the mental, from the physical to financial, it's a game changer, man. The gym is going to help you develop in all areas of life.
The main thing it gives you with the mental thing is just as he talked about, it's like you feel like you can't be touched. You have so much confidence, man. And I'm telling you, you can do anything if you just walk. You walk tall, you stand tall, you talk well, and dress
Hmm.
well. Like, I know those are cliches that everyone says, but the more you get older, the more you actually do this type of stuff. You're like, holy fucking shit.
You
These
realize
people
how
were right.
important it is to take care of yourself and like be at your best and just keep striving to be your best. I mean, if you want to make it in this world instead of being stepped on by the world, you got to get in the gym. You got to shift your mentality. You got to develop that iron shield mentally and physically, and you'll be able to take on the world with whatever it takes, man.
And also it gives you an anger, not a bad anger, but a good anger, like a rage that like you want to be better every single day,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. Like if you're not, and I'm not saying you should try every single day to make change in your life or make a difference or improve yourself. Again, some days you're literally just going to do nothing, and I'm all about that too. Some days you literally just need mental, physical, everything, rest days, nothing days, like that. Those are good for
Hmm.
you, no matter what people say. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling burnt out, take a time to yourself. Get in nature, get in that, and it will help you.
Rest when
But
you need to. Don't rest
yeah,
when you want to. There's going to be days where you don't feel like going to the gym, but you fucking got to get there. It's not because you're sore, it's because you're being fucking lazy. And so you got to know the difference between when you need to take a rest day or when you want to take a rest day. This we live in a world where you're going to get fucking stepped on and chewed up by people who are trying to be better than you. And so the only way to combat that is to wake up every day, give it your fucking all, go to the gym, go to work, be your very best version of yourself every day, put one foot in front of the other,
yep.
and just keep growing. Or else this world's gonna chew you up and spit you out, and you're gonna be a nobody.
Well, that's kind of my whole argument is be you, man. Don't let the world
Yeah,
change who you are.
yeah.
If once you become completely comfortable in who you are, and I'm not saying not to make improvements or try better or to try to better yourself. That's not my argument. But be so confident and so happy with who you are, and just be appreciative of things, and the things will come to you. The right people will come to you. The right opportunities. It's just the
It's
reason
crazy
people
the
have
doors that'll open.
yeah, the reason people have so much anxiety these days, I argue, is because we try to control everything, man. Control your
Hmm.
mental, control yourself, and everything will work out for you. I promise. It's the truth. It's the truth of the world. I know my boy knows, and we've been doing it for the whole time. So,
Amen, dude. Let's end it on that. I think that was great.
So, without further ado, guys, I appreciate everyone being here. This was the That's Beautiful podcast. As always, we're going to be bringing to you. My boy's on a better work schedule, so we're going to
Yes,
be
sir.
acquiring with
Yes,
gaming content
sir.
as well as the podcast content. We're going to
Yeah,
have
dude.
more for you guys
Maybe
every
two or
single
three a
day.
week.
Yes, 100%. Maybe we'll start doing live ones so you know get a follower base and all that.
Yeah, dude.
Again, let us know in the comments down below what you think. This episode has been sponsored by Dynasty, the best clothing
Get
brand in the
big.
world, the best lifestyle brand in the world. Yeah.
Get
Guess
big or
what we're
die
going on?
trying, gentlemen.
Get big or die fucking trying. And with
Yes, sir.
that, let's end it. I appreciate y'all. God bless and be you.
All right. Have a good day, Dill. See you, everyone.